Hi there, I'm Oosthuizen for Fujifilm South Africa. I'm an ex-photographer down here in Cape Town, and I thought I'd just share a couple of handy tips about how I use the camera and how I set it up to make it an easier shooting process and a more fluid workflow. With me I have the Fujifilm X-H1. This applies to pretty much all of the Fujifilm cameras because they have so many customizable buttons, function buttons around the body. The one I'm talking about right now is this one right in the front there. You'll see all the function buttons are unmarked and you are able to then set them up from a long list of functions that you can assign to them. The thing that I like to do at the front here is a playback button. The reason why this is interesting is and really useful is because you have an electronic viewfinder. So when you shoot and you want to review the image, instead of doing this weird digital Quasimodo effect where you try and hide away from the sun and the direct light like you've done something bad and you're ashamed of the photo and you want to just check it looks strange, and you miss the connection with the person that you're photographing by looking away. So if you have a playback button and you press it while you shoot, you don't actually have to take your eye away from the viewfinder. The image comes back up into the viewfinder so that you are able to assess without having to hold your hand over the screen what your exposure is like and what your focus was actually. So as long as your mouth keeps moving, it just looks like you're making a couple of different settings, keep your client comfortable while you're shooting portraits, and then you also have control about seeing the exposure. So that is a really handy tip. So the way that you go about it is you hold the display back button in for a second, then you get your options. This is a diagram of the camera, and on this side you've got all of the different functions that you have already assigned. And if we go down one, you can see that's representing the front of the camera, and at the moment it's set to exposure compensation. I know already where this one is, so I'll go down to the bottom of the list, select playback, and now playback is assigned to that front button. The moment you go out, you are ready to show your images by just pressing the front button. Easy as that. On the X-H1 there are a number more, including touch swipe directions, so take a look at that and see how you might make the camera work best for how you use it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Oosthuizen for Fujifilm South Africa.